Well, we are here and we have another new LR making its way to Dokkan Battle in October of 2025. I have a sneaking suspicion that this winter for Dokkan is going to be something. And we have today with the new LR, as you guys can see on the screen here, Super Saiyan Gohan and Super Saiyan Goten from Dragon Ball GT being possessed by Baby. So, in terms of like the choice, it makes a lot of sense, right? Baby was the part one Dokkan Fest. Baby has sort of hijacked the Dokkan socials here. You guys can see, right? Like it's a whole thing, but this makes sense for the choice. Now, we have the animations that we need to look at, and then we need to go ahead and take a look at the kits, and we will go ahead and be doing all of that fun stuff. So, I really don't know what to expect here from these animations. Super Saiyan Goten and Gohan from GT didn't really have, like a marquee moment in terms of the Baby Saga, other than I guess them turning, which was kind of cool, right? Just like the whole concept, it's like, what the hell is happening here? So let's go ahead and take a look at the animations. We have them pulled up over here. Let's see what you got. So if we go back a little bit here, we'll full screen this. And let's go ahead and see what Dokkan has in store for us today. Whoa. You got him. Okay. All right. Okay, that looks good. That blast there looked pretty good. All right, what's next? Exchange time? No. Is this an active? Has to be because it's voiced. Kind of a cool OST. I'm vibing with it. Ooh, that looks awkward with the enemy sprite, but I think that looks good. Like the quality here is good. That looks nice. That looked good. For sure. Okay. Short and sweet. So, what do we have here? I guess we'll see when we get to the kit, but this appears to be an intro here, right? And then when we go in, like we have the super attack, and then there's an active here. I thought that the active effect here was pretty nice. Like this, like I like that in specific, like kind of trapping him here, right? Yeah, I think that like so for the most part, I think this stuff does look pretty good. I just don't know. Like the problem is like again, like this is something we have to mention almost anytime they do a new LR or a TUR. The whiplash that we are receiving from Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is always going to be pretty noticeable. So, animations, sure, why not? Like, knock yourself out. Like, if you're a massive Gohan or Goten fan, maybe this is a character you're interested in. But the animations did not sell me that this is like a must summon, right? If you watch my reaction to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's animations and then you watch my reaction to this one, there's a pretty stark difference in terms of how I felt about the characters when they dropped. But let's go ahead and take a look at the passives and stuff like that, all of the different things that are going on here for the character. So, Gohan and Goten, another corroded body and mind unit here, or join forces. So, what is the leader skill? So they are a 200%, and we'll open this in a new tab so you guys can see it a little better. If we look at this here, 200%. Okay, that's we'll just keep like if you want to follow along with me here, you can just look at my cursor. But corroded body and mind 200, joined force is just pure 200. That doesn't sound horrible, but again, I would imagine this character. I can already kind of see it over here. Corroded body and mind is going to be needed. It looks like so. Let's look. Again, we'll look at all the active skill and stuff like that later. If we go over here, we'll focus a little bit more on the passive side of things. So, activates the entrance animation when there is another corroded body and mind category ally on the team upon the character's entry. And then for 1 turn, we have a 10% dodge and then another 10% dodge for 3 turns. So that's going to be 20% dodge off of the intro animation. And then at the start of turn, we have Keat 3 attack and defense 250 and a high chance of evading enemy attack. So right here, right, corroded body and mind on the team. We have 20% chance to dodge right here, 50% chance to dodge right here, which is going to obviously come out to 70. And then when there's another corroded body and mind category ally attacking in the same turn, we're going to have another 20% chance to dodge, which is going to give us a 90% chance to dodge. Then before attacking, we are going to have a 100% chance to dodge for 3 turns, from what I can tell here, or a 90% chance to dodge for yeah. So it's going to be like 3 turns here. Like, we're just going to be able to dodge a lot, right? Like, this is going to be good at just looking at this, right? Like, this should have just been 20% for 3 turns. It would be a little bit like easier to understand, right? Like, why what I don't understand, like, why there's different effects here, right? When this could have just been 1. Because it's literally just the same thing, like the same effect, 10%, 10%, 3 turns, 1 turn. What's the difference there? Right. So I guess like that 10% is just going to last for a decent bit. So I guess that's 90% chance to dodge. If I'm reading that right, that this is like, I don't like the wording here. I know it's very simple wording, but I don't like the double stack of this, if you will. So lots of chance to dodge, right? This is going to be a fairly safe slot 1 character on the premise of them dodging right off the bat. So that does look nice. But if we look at after they dodge, they get a guaranteed additional super, and then, or after evading an attack, right? So after they get the 1 dodge, it's not per dodge. It's not like Broly per hit. But for every attack that they dodge, they're going to get extra ki, extra attack, and extra defense. So 5 dodges is going to be their maximum buff here, right? If you want to see them fully built up, you want 5 attacks in slot 1, and you're going to be able to see their maximum offensive and defensive output based on just the dodging alone. But when we are up to the 18 or more ki, we are going to launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, which is nice. So guaranteed additional after they dodge, and then a great chance of becoming a super attack here. So lots of triple supers, or a decent amount of triple supers coming from the passive alone. So from what I can tell here, this is going to be a character that you might want to look into a little bit of crit in the hidden potential system. Just looking at this specific setup here, not really seeing, we're going to have to see the other effects. But again, with the dodging here, without the intro buff, we have an 80% chance to dodge right here, right? If we have, well, with the thing is like, we have to have the intro buff in order to get this. So if you're per se like running them without any corroded body in mind, we're going to have a baseline of 60% chance to dodge and no guard or no damage reduction. So that is a bit interesting. I don't know how I feel about that in terms of like where this character is going to be. But this character does have some more effects. So let's go ahead and take a look. Next up, I believe this is a 2-tweet thing here. So if we go to the next portion of the kit, we have the active skill effects, and then we'll look at the categories and links. Shadows of the Two Brothers can be activated starting from the next attacking turn after the character evades an enemy attack, including super attack once only. So you're going to have this on turn 3, right? Because unless you put them in slot 2 and you take out the boss before these guys can attack or dodge an attack, like they are going to be able to get this very consistently, right? Just dodging. And then we have Ki 5, attack 30%, and then they are effective against all types with a guaranteed dodge for 1 turn. So to me, this is an active that the offensive buffs are not powerful enough to the point where I'm using this for any extra offense, any extra stuff like that. It's obviously nice to have, but this is the guaranteed dodging. So maybe this character gets put into slot 1 and they're locked. All the attacks are in slot 1. There's 3 supers in slot 1 for whatever reason. There's 2 supers in slot 1. This is an active skill I feel that I'd probably want to hold on to when I'm using it. I think that would probably be the best way to go about it. And that's a good effect, right? Like that's what you want to see. It's like, imagine like Tech Ultimate Gohan's active skill was like, can be activated when guard is activated, right? Like starting from the next turn. Like that would be pretty good. I'm at like just having it in the back pocket, or like any character where you're going to have like an uber powerful defensive mechanic like this, like guaranteed dodging, this is good. So I do like what I'm seeing here from that. But there is more to this character than just that. So, links: Thirst for Conquest, GT, Hatred of Saiyans, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So, what I do like is GT, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Thirst for Conquest, Hatred of Saiyans is all right, right? That's got a lot of things going. They'll link up very well with the TUR baby, but the problem with the TUR baby is if we pull them up over here, they have something here, right? They have a link that's kind of important, and you know, these two are not going to be helping with that, so something to keep in mind. But I think I see some good stuff here, right? Like we're looking at this, right? Like good links. Then if we look at the categories here for the new LR, Corroded Body and Mind, Joined Forces, Hybrid Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Earthbred Fighters, Terrifying Conquerors, Mission Execution, and Kamehameha. So Corroded Body and Mind is obviously going to be one way that you want to run this team. But if we look at that category in specific, like what the optimal build for them is going to be, I'm not too sure yet, just looking at this off the top of my head. So Corroded Body and Mind, right here. So if we pull this one up, right, like you look at the team and it's like, if you want to run like a pure Corroded Body and Mind setup, you're running like this guy is the lead. Like he's just a better leader based on the percentages here, right? The 200. And then we'll get extra stuff right here for Terrifying Conquerors. You're probably going to want to have two Super Baby Ones over two Goten and Gohans, I'd imagine, but we'll have to see in game when that happens. But something, we'll be talking about that here in a moment. Yeah, so they look okay, right? But if we look at the super attack effect here, raising attack and defense for 3 turns on the super here, and then raise attack, greatly raise attack and defense for 3 turns. A very basic character for the super attack effects, right? Nothing here that's like completely jumping off the page to me here. By no means is this a must summon, right? Like I think we know that this is definitely a character you want to be steering clear of in terms of your Dragon Stones. We are to a point where we really got to start locking in for the anniversary, and characters like this are not going to be moving the needle for you. But maybe the more exciting announcement from this specific stuff here is we have Majin Vegeta's Super EZA. And we will be breaking down Majin Vegeta in a separate video, but I at least want to acknowledge that we are getting the Super EZA for Majin Vegeta. So very exciting stuff here from Dokkan. New LR, new Super EZA. Like in terms of what the news has been lately, this is good stuff. So let me know what you guys think of the Goten and Gohan unit down below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you were new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all my members, by the way. Almost forgot.